Hello everybody, Tina with Taz's Treasures here for day 3 of our Crafty Advent Calendar. Do you believe it? Day 3. Woo. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we've got. Day 1 and 2, and day 3 is right here. Should we speculate what's in there? Well, the size of this, it could be anything. We had a stamp yesterday. We had a little die the first day. I'm thinking it's going to be dies again, but what do I know? Could be totally wrong. I'm dying to get to day 7. See what we have there. Oh, come on, come on. Day 3. Look at that. It's going to be a die of a little rabbit in a hat. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll have to bring in some items out of my stash. I can pretty much confidently say I don't think I have anything that's like magic, but definitely can do something with these stars and a bunny, huh? I mean, I guess you could kind of parlay that in. That's more talking. You could do something Easter-ish because it's a bunny. Don't know what we're going to do yet, but let me go ahead and we will have to think about what we're going to do for day 3. Let's take a look at these dies really quick, because chances are I will cut this out and have them already maybe put together before I see you again, because otherwise I guess I could show myself cutting all this, but I think we all know how to cut out a die. Okay, so this has got to be our magic wand here, and this is our hat. Is that our hat band? It's got to be our hat band. Look at how that, yeah. Of course, that's not, no, that's got to go there. Yeah, this part goes there. These two little parts have got to go on our wand. And these are the inside of the bunny ears. And then we've got this square here. Where does that square go? We have to find out. We have bunny ears, stars, but that square's throwing me. Okay, let's pull in our box and see if we can figure out where that square is. And no, I can't figure it out. I think it might be the bunny head. Is that the bunny head is not really square though, is it? So where does that go? I really don't know where that square goes, because this bunny is going to come here. Yep. And the bunny ears, and and it's obviously too small to be on the hat, I think. Oh, there's my doggy. Well, I'm going to try to figure out where that little piece goes, and I will see you soon, and we will make a card with all this. Okie doke, for this card, I have got a piece of Desert Storm cardstock as a card base. I have got a piece of, this is Tim Holtz Backdrops. And the reason I'm using this is because for some reason, just grunge came to mind. Now, we've got a really vibrant bunny and bunny hat, and I'm not going to change that. And I cut out like 3 sets of stars out of our little die that has 3 stars on it. So we've got 9 stars there. And I put most of this together I didn't put this on yet because I wanted to let you know, yes, I figured out where this went, you know, pretty soon after I stopped filming. This is the back of our bunny face. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out a little bit sooner, but Spellbinders likes to make it a little easier for us so we don't have to like cut that again and get like all the different eyes. The fact that it came with the pink and, you know, and the pink little die with the inside of the bunny ear should have kind of been a giveaway. So let me go ahead and glue that down right now. Wow. We're thinking about it. We've got the rest glued. You know, the rest of the dies glued. I also went ahead and I stamped and fussy cut Hope Your Day is Magical. Now, mind you, that was from yesterday, and I used that same sentiment yesterday, but I had no idea that we were going to be getting a magical bunny die. Now, did I? I guess if I could have cheated, I would have known that, but I didn't cheat. And so that's what I decided to use again. Hope Your Day is Magical, because it just works. And yeah, I used some cream embossing powder from Simon Says Stamp because it's not quite as in your face as white. It looks pretty white there, but it is cream colored, so you can imagine how white would have looked. Don't do a very good job of cutting my sentiments. I don't do a good job of that thing. But that's the best I came up with right now. And what I want to do with this grungy kind of background is I want to make it a little bit grungier. I want to take some vintage photo I've got here, and I'm just going to go around this a bit more. Now, I thought about, like, yeah, maybe we could have done, like, some sort of oval die or something to even, you know, put more of the emphasis on having this in the middle. But then I'm like, you know, we're just going to kind of go around and give this a vignette look. I think that's the word I want. And again, I don't know why grunge. It just came to me that grunge is what I want for this card. It just was too happy. Nothing wrong with happy, but as we're going into the Christmas season, as we are into the Christmas season, most of what we're doing is joyful and not grungy, although I do like a bit of Christmas kind of vintage looking grunge there too. But yeah, we've kind of got this, and this will probably dry back a little bit. So we kind of just got that oval, well, what I call an oval, what the rest of the world may call a not quite oval. And so I've got that. Let's go ahead and put our pieces down. Kind of put that there. And, you know, I thought about too of maybe darkening up our bunny a bit, but I kind of like the contrast that we're getting. You know, we've got it nice and bright and magical, and then we've got this kind of look like not really. It's kind of deceiving you. It's not that magical at all. It's a bit of grunge. Put that down there. Cute little bunny. And we'll put our little hat right on top. Again, thought about popping it up, but didn't feel like cutting thin strips of foam tape for the little bunny ears. Not that they're that small. Just makes these cards a lot easier to store too as I'm stacking them up and I don't have foam on them. And we're going to kind of put this with the invisible hand here, kind of just like boom. Well, got to put it at less of an angle. And yeah, maybe something a little bit like that so it looks like our bunny has just been tapped to get out of the hat. This would have been a pain to put little pieces of foam tape on this magic wand. And I'll try to get that down a little bit like this. Imagine if you're left-handed, you could go like that. I don't know. So, but our bunny's off to the left-hand side a bit. So we put our little magic wand more on the right and get that down there. And this, I think I'm going to put this there instead of like on this side. I'm just feeling it. I don't like the way that looks around there. Let me try to fix that a little bit. Like I said, I am not good cutting that out. That still looks a little too bulbous there. Yeah, I know I'm tempting the gods by putting it backwards where I can't see it, but it makes it a little bit easier to come back around that way. And come back up that way. And it still looks pretty pathetic, but we're going to go with it because we don't want to risk really making things worse than they are. You know, because that could be bad. Then I'd have to start all over with embossing again. Well, I don't even have this on the back of my card base yet, do I? I just glued everything here. Well, let's get this glued down here and then we'll put our stars on it. Oh, look, we made a little bit of a mess. Clean that up. You're not going to see that. That's a good thing that we used Desert Storm. Okay. And this is the back of our backdrop. Get that nice and glued down. If anywhere was going to be easy to pop up, this would have been the easy spot to do it. But I didn't think about that till just now. Okay. Get this baby right there. I think this Desert Storm's only about 80 pounds, so it's not a very thick card base. I prefer my card bases to be a little bit sturdier, but I don't think anybody is going to be upset if they get this card and are like, it is not sturdy enough for me. Send it back. Okay, and let's get some of these stars down. We're going to put these, put a little bit there, there, and there, and maybe there, and there, and there. Kind of want them around the bunny, around the little wand. You, and you, and you there. Come on, you're there, right? And there. And I know I've got this one under here somewhere. And I like the way it's kind of, let's put one right there. I like the way this is kind of around the wand more than it is all over the card. Come on. And we have two more after this. And we got that one. Let's put one down here. And where do you think we should put the last one? Well, nothing says we got to put a glue dot down before we figure out where this baby's going to go. Put it there. Or no, got to put it there. We just do. Okay. Yeah, we can't have one down there without one there. I mean, we could cut a bunch more out if you wanted, but I kind of like the way that's looking right there with our magical little magic wand tapping our bunny. And I hope your day is magical. So this is card number 3 for day number 3. And I will be back with day number 4 tomorrow. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are a subscriber, thank you. If you're not, I would love to have you. At any rate, thank you for staying till the end. And that's it for now, everyone. Bye-bye.